What's up everyone, Darcblade here with another preview guide for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. In this episode we're going to be taking a look at the new moves for the Switch Axe. The Switch Axe has been given a moderate amount of new moves and abilities, namely in the form of utility with the Slinger and Clutch Claw mechanics, but on top of that it has also received buffs to the axe form of the Switch Axe, which was really only primarily used as a filler in between your sword attacks. But now it has additional functions, making it a little bit more useful than it previously was. But anyway, first of all, the Switch Axe has access to the unsheathed Slinger and Clutch Claw mechanics, as all weapons have with Monster Hunter World Iceborne. This is done by holding L2 whilst your weapon is unsheathed. Afterwards you can fire your Slinger ammo as normal by pressing R2, or you can press circle whilst holding L2 to fire off your Clutch Claw. This will cause your hunter to grapple to a monster, after which you can either press triangle to perform a standard attack, which will actually weaken whatever body part you have latched onto and attacked, or you can press circle to unload all your Slinger ammo you have into a monster, causing them to run forward in whatever direction they are facing, potentially running into a wall and knocking them out. Also linked to the Slinger is the Slinger Burst. Now, during the wild swing, which is the circle attack whilst in axe form, you can press L2. This will cause your hunter to perform a fallback move, whilst at the same time firing a Slinger Burst. Not only is this a great defensive move as it moves your hunter back, but it can potentially cause a monster to flinch, especially if you're using strong Slinger ammunition. Anyway, after you've fired the Slinger Burst as well, you can follow this up with another move to perform a combo of sorts. If you press R2 directly after the Slinger Burst, you'll perform the Morph Sweep with the axe, transforming your Switch Axe from axe mode into sword mode. This motion also causes your hunter to push forward again to continue an assault. You can also use Slinger Bursts after normal axe attacks if you so desire. The next new mechanic is the Heavy Slam. This again is a move tied to the axe form of the Switch Axe. Now after you perform the wild swing a set number of times, I believe it's 4 swings, should you press triangle, the wild swing will combo into the Heavy Axe Slam with the axe. This vertical Heavy Slam will cause your axe to be powered up. This is indicated on the switch gate by the axe portion lighting up red. Whilst it's powered up, axe attacks against a monster can potentially cause them to flinch more often. And finally, in terms of new moves for the Switch Axe, is the Special Claw Shot. Now this is done by performing an elemental discharge, so triangle and circle, while in sword mode, and then pressing L2. This will cause your hunter to fire out the Clutch Claw, adding a good chunk of fire energy to your switch gauge, potentially allowing you to go into the zero-sum discharge finisher straight away. So the way this works is you would perform the elemental discharge. Once it's about to run out and you need that little bit of extra fire energy, you press the claw shot with L2, latching onto a monster, allowing you to go into the zero-sum discharge with triangle and circle again, and then press triangle multiple times for the zero-sum discharge finisher. Of course, there are some aspects about the claw shot that can differ. For example, should you claw shot onto a monster and your file gauge is not maxed out, you can perform your standard Clutch Claw moves, like the triangle attack or circle to fire off whatever Slinger ammo you have. Alternatively as well, if your file is fully charged and you're already in an amped state, you can't really use the claw shot, as your hunter will automatically already attach itself to a monster through the zero-sum discharge, triangle and circle, eliminating the need to actually claw shot in the first place. So overall, as you can see, the Switch Axe has been shown a little bit of love with Monster Hunter World Iceborne. The fact that the axe form of the Switch Axe has been buffed is great, as that mode was sorely lacking. While still not being quite as good as the sword form, especially when the sword form is in its amped state, the axe mode definitely has more functionality now, thanks to the fact that you can charge it up with the axe Heavy Slam, allowing your hunter to make a monster flinch more easily. Now don't forget to check back when Monster Hunter World Iceborne is released, as I'll be making more in-depth videos for each of the weapons in the game, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you a preview guide to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.